Have you ever talked to someone for the first time and instantly feel like you've known each other for years? 18 puts together a set of evidence to solve a pen pal's disappearance. Sarah is a high schooler who gets an assignment to write a letter to a stranger, the teacher telling them not to give any personal information. Sarah's pen pal is Carlos, also a senior who lives in Tesla. She begins to write about where she studies, what music she listens to, while Carlos tells her how he is glad to have written to her while he is hospitalized. The two share details of their lives and seem to get along very well, but when he gets discharged from the hospital, Carlos tells her that he will probably not be able to write to her anymore and leaves her his address and phone number. A year later, Carlos receives a disturbing letter from Sarah in which he shares how she killed someone. Carlos begins to look online for more details about Sarah and talks to her former high school English teacher, but she tells him that she can't help with any direct information and gives him the yearbook album. The boy finds Sarah's former home, which is now in dismay when suddenly someone enters the house and runs away, seeing him there. Carlos is watching the house and sees a girl come in there, thinking it's Sarah. He asks her if she knew his pen pal and shows her a picture, but the girl is hesitant. He finds her friend Zoe, and she tells him that she hasn't seen her in a year and doesn't care about her anymore. Zoe asks him if she has ever mentioned her in her letters, and he tells her no. Zoe tells him that she never knew what was going on with her, but that everyone around her wanted to get to know her. The girl does not want to tell him more details about Sarah, but she tells him that the last time they saw each other, Sarah was in a house in Eden Park that had a mailbox with painted birds on it. Carlos finds the house and sees a few boxes on the stairs, then looks through them to find clues. Suddenly, a man takes him to the ground, threatening him that he will end up like Sarah if he continues to look for her. The boy stumbles upon an article about an investigation into the house where a murder took place. 2 people were killed, including a teenager. Carlos returns to Zoe and asks her if Sarah is the one who died in the incident. He tells her that he needs to know what happened to the girl, and Zoe takes him to the uncle of a friend of theirs. The man tells him how his nephew, Caleb, took his gun and went to the house in Eden Park to steal pills, and things got complicated and he ended up murdered. Zoe tells them that she knows where the gun that the killer used is hidden. Carlos waits for the man who killed Caleb and shows him the gun, asking him if he killed Sarah too. The killer tries to quickly take the gun, but Caleb's uncle shoots him on the spot. Carlos finds the hotel where Sarah used to hang out during her childhood. He meets a former friend of Sarah who tells him how she came to her at one point to ask for her help, and that she quickly left the next day after giving him a letter that she was supposed to send him a year later. The girl also tells him that Sarah felt better than Ella Hayden, the missing daughter of the couple in Eden Park house. Now go watch the full movie to find out if Carlos finds Sarah.
Don't forget the like button. Bye.